let's continue. Our family history, fact or fiction? Edith, Barbara, Molly, Gus, Sven, Calvin, Sam, Gregory, Odin, Lewis, rules. Mrs. Finch. So did she have a... She was homeschooling them? Yeah, it looks like she was homeschooling them.
But it didn't last.
It didn't last. To teach and learn, Dawn Finch. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. Okay, so she actually wrote books about education. Huh. There we are. Odin Finch, The Curse, Myth, History. So she didn't want to talk about any of this, but she was teaching them about it? Myth, The Curse, History. Or maybe she was just teaching them... Yeah, maybe she was just teaching the real history and then the curse. Okay. Alright.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Milton, 1992. Oh yeah, he's the
After
one
Milton
who's missing.
disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
So he's got this cool kind of lighthouse kind of thing going on. It's a pretty cool room though, isn't it?
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
I mean, yeah, he was pretty good. He was 11. He's really good for 11. What a cool bedroom. Yeah, he's really good. I think we can climb up here. Milton. Magic paintbrush.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, it's a flip book. Wow, this would have taken ages to draw. That's pretty cool.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
She was 4 when he disappeared. Yeah, he'd be so young you wouldn't understand. I mean, he was really good though. He was only 11 and he was really, really good at art. Milton, what happened to you? Where do we go next? Back down?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh, so he went missing after he found something in the house, and that's what she was trying to stop from happening?
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Lewis. Yeah, what happened to Lewis?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Oh, there's so much going on. What it says, like neon lights and an exit sign. What is this? Head on up. So I think Lewis probably has... Oh, the stairs are broken. So I think Lewis might have the coolest room then, does he? Like, is he up the highest? Oh, there's swings. Can we sit in the swing? That's pretty cool. I want to sit. I want to swing. This is so cool. Oh my god, Lewis has the best view, definitely. Look at this. Is this the highest point? This must be the highest point. The whole bedroom is a boat. It's a boat. This is the weirdest house ever.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Let's just check how old was Lewis. So 2 and 20, 22. Okay, he was 22 when he died. Okay, so he made it a little bit longer than other people. Okay, okay. So he's got some video games going on. Very good, very good. High school diploma, very nice. Yeah, he's got some videotapes. Oh, he's got big TV.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Wonderland Turbo. He's got a fridge. Yeah, Lewis's room is pretty nice.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Yeah, I can see that. He's kind of finding his own little uniqueness. So much neon. So much neon. Oh, he's very messy. So, 22, I wonder what happened to him. Was he living here when he was 22? A letter to Dawn? Ooh, what's this?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Oh, okay.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery.
Oh yeah, he worked at the cannery.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
His mind began to...
wander.
Oh, left stick. Oh, cool, it's like a video game. Oh.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. things that have not names.
Monsters.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
This is so weird because I have
But
to
he
do
found something more.
I have to do the two hands at the same time, so it's like trying to concentrate on doing the fish and moving
I
this
worried about him then,
character around.
daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
A dog.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Lewis
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
So he's just living inside
Then one
his
day
head.
it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Nice.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, we're still going with fish. Okay, Lewistopia. So now we're sailing. This is so cool.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
This is a pretty fun mini game in itself. Huh?
New Louisville.
New Louisville. Very nice. This way. Yeah. Oh, they're really trying to get you to do things at the
St.
same time
Louis.
here for... It's challenging, actually, now.
He started drifting away from our reality.
Because the boat moves a little bit differently, so it's like tricky to like get it right.
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
You forgot to go home.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Oh. Wow. No. He doesn't want to go home. He wants to keep playing this imagination game.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
Let's go with Beautiful Prince.
beautiful
Ooh,
prince.
Fish. Lewisburg.
The prince was on his own quest for
Sinister serpents.
sinister serpents. He followed the sound of his
Where's the fish? Silver harp? I don't know.
silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh god, there's so many fish. Oh, dude, I'm going as
He was
fast
so
as I
proud
can.
of having created it.
I'm going as fast as I can.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Wow. Look at all the people.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
Wow. Oh boy. I mean, the imaginary Lewis is way more fun than the salmon chopping Lewis.
It was hard to argue with him.
Oh, is this the factory? Going home for the day? Cannery. Oh, this is my locker. Neon, neon everywhere.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began
this
to
is him.
despise the man with a royal contempt.
This is him. Lewis. There's not even... There's no fish. There's no fish there. Wow.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The
Wow.
palace would be packed with his companions.
Is this what he did? This is how he dies?
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Molly the cat. I mean, his imagination is pretty great. This is the
His
most fun
prince
one.
waited,
The most fun
holding his
death.
crown.
Oh god.
There was only one thing left to do.
Crown me, baby. Oh, it's a guillotine. Ah, that's why there was a crown on his tombstone. I was wondering
And
about the
rest,
crown.
I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh,
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
wow. So we still just don't really know what happened to Milton. Milton who's missing. We don't know where he went. Wow. Lewis's imagination was intense.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
So she left after Lewis died. Oh, this is my
I
room.
understand why we left.
I said I wanted to be up at the tippy top, didn't I? Edith. And she's got the stacks of posters, missing posters.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
What happened?
Maybe it should have come sooner.
What happened? Hello, birdie. What happened? Oh, they're not real birds. They're origami.
But it had to end.
Origami
one way or
birds.
another.
Oh, God. Okay.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
This is a pretty nice little room. Okay. Tell me about the last night. What happened? Like, oh, she's the one making papier mache everything. She got the papier mache people. That's like Lewis's dream. Not sure. Yeah, it's all Lewis's dream. This is papier mache of the house. Oh, cool. Edith.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Alrighty, let's go
the
find
power
this
had been shut off
package.
that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Oh, the library. Oh, yeah.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Oh, she's blaming the kids' death on her? That's harsh.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Oh. History of the Finches by Edith Finch. Here we go.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
The tide went way, way out, so we can
It
go
was
to the house.
first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Is this what happened to Milton? Did Milton go
I
looking
started
for the
seeing
house?
things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
All the stuff from the house.
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
Oh no!
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Let me finish the
I kicked
story.
and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh, that's so mean.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Bye.
After that, we moved around a lot.
That's so sad.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
The last one left. Oh my god.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. and appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you, but now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you.
Ooh, am I
and
being
tell you all
boring?
these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh. Oh, so she must have died.
This is where your
and we're
story
reading
begins.
it.
I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh my god. So we're Edith's baby. She lived 2017. She only lasted a year after her mom died? What? Is that right? Is that right? Whoa. Wait, 1999 till 2017? For Shirley Dallas. Ian Dallas, creative director. Oh, I like how they're using the children's pictures for the credits. So, okay, 1999 to 2017. So, was she only... Does that make her 18? She died when she was 18. So she had the baby and then died straight afterwards? Oh dear. Wow, the credits are so cool, aren't they? Yeah, this game was really, really cool. I really liked the way that there was kind of different, episodic kind of mini games for each story. The comic book of Barbara Finch was really cool. Lewis's imagination was cool. The baby in the bathtub was really fun and then really dark because I realized what was going to happen. Molly's dream, where we were the cat and then the owl and then the tentacle monster and the shark. That was fun. There was so many different little bits to it. And what else was there? Oh yeah, there was the taking the photos. I'm probably forgetting some other stuff now, but yeah, it was really fun. There was so many little different bits to it. Really, really cool. And I like the way that Edith kind of is, she's kind of celebrating their life rather than their death. But I mean, it sure seems the family was cursed. It sure does. They all, and like some of them died in such crazy ways. Like they died in such weird ways. Some of them were just outright funny. Like the stag knocking the guy off the cliff was just kind of funny. Dude coming out of the bunker and getting hit by a train was just weird. The kid swinging off the swing and onto the cliff just seemed like a terrible idea of where to put your swing. Great game, you guys. Great game. It was really good. Yeah. And I really like as well because there's so many characters. Like there's so many people in the family tree, but like they each have such a strong personality and like strong theme in their bedroom and in their stories of what happened to them and their mini games that we played. Yeah, they had like you remember who each one was and what they did, and like at the beginning it was a little bit confusing with all the names, but as you kind of went through and experienced like each person's story, like they're so memorable because they are all so different and they all like really stood out. Yeah, some really weird ones in there. And I like the original story as well of your man putting his house on the boat and trying to sail somewhere new and then just like crashing in the house sinking. I thought it was really, really cool how Edie was able to go back out to the house at low tide. Even though we didn't get to finish that story because the mother interrupted and took the book off us. But yeah, that was really kind of creepy and haunting the way she was able to go out and see the house and all of the sunken furniture and everything. And just kind of sad the way they left her. And yeah, the mom just was like trying to... The mother obviously kind of took this family curse really seriously and... Well, not even the curse really seriously, but she blamed all of the stories about the curse. That was the reason for her two sons dying. And then she kind of was blaming Edie for kind of enabling all the myths around the curse and all these stories. But she was just trying to kind of protect her family and protect herself, I guess. Yeah, and in the end, none of it mattered. They all died. Except Edith's baby, who's still alive for now. Like, you know, how old do you think he was there in that cutscene now? He looks ripe enough now, and it's his time anytime now. He's going to drop dead. What crazy bad luck, though. Seriously. Wow. Barbara, the child star. Oh, it's so good. It was just really, really, really interesting. And you just wanted to keep playing and find out, you know, what was going on, what was really going on. And it was such a cool house as well. I loved the way everyone had their own little bedrooms, like especially at the end where they had like the cool extra bits built on with the kind of the lighthouse for Milton and the boat for Lewis, and then like up at the top Edith's little house up at the really top, or her bedroom, because that was the coolest, I think. But yeah, I loved all of the bedrooms were so cool, like Calvin's astronaut and Sam's military, like the twins' rooms, and then Barbara and the Hollywood room. Yeah, really cool. The bunker was totally weird. So Walter, he was the weirdest story, I think, for Walter. Yeah. So now that I finished it, I kind of want to just go and look up the lore, I suppose, and like find out maybe if there's behind the scenes of how it was created. I'm sure there must be some behind the scenes videos and stuff, and just find out a little bit about more about the inspiration behind the game. I'd be interested in seeing where they got these mad stories from, and if any of them are real, you know. I wonder if these are like based on real people, based on a real family curse. Could be. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my playthrough of What Remains of Edith Finch. I've wanted to play this game for a long time, so I'm glad that I finally got the opportunity to sit down and record it and do it and put it up on my channel. And yeah, so I'm not sure what other games are going to be next on my channel, but you'll find out everything that I'm putting up. If you're new here, you can subscribe and you'll see everything that I put out from now on. And yeah, I'm also playing Plague Tale Requiem. And yeah, check my community tab on my YouTube channel as well for updates there. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next series.